Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to The King's Speech. So we're on the last chapter of Gokurakugai before we're going to get caught up. Like I mentioned a couple other videos, we're basically playing catch-up this weekend. So a lot of content has already dropped. We got caught up with the Kane, got caught up with Kaiju, got the new Spy Family chapter reaction out, got caught up with a bunch of Gokurakugai. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel so you get those videos when they drop. And as I mentioned before, if you like this content, please do comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff, because it lets me know that you like these videos and you like more content like it. And also lets YouTube know the same thing. So it promotes my videos to a wider audience, which really helps me out a lot and means a lot to me. So if you'd like to do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let us get into it with Gokurakugai Chapter 6. What is it? So it's Chapter 6, Young Girl's Yearning by Yuto Sano, with translation by David Evelyn and lettering by Kyla Aiko. And we see 1 week ago, you have yeesh, that looks painful. They got chomped on in a bunch of other places too, and you see Alma and Tao examining a crime scene with a body. Looks like it's got chunks bitten out of it. And Alma's like, this is the fourth one, huh? And you see someone in a hoodie kind of looking angry, just walking away down an alleyway. And you have, oh god, I literally forgot fucking Bushy Head's name. What's it, Totsumi or something? I feel like it's Totsumi, but I'm just gonna call him Bushy Head, bro. Bushy Head was like, what? Why, how did this info... Oh my god. How did this info on the rumored cannibal get in my hands? It's like, so yeah, I'll knock it down to 3,000 yen just for you, Tao, darling. And she's like, cutting right to the chase, huh? It's like, Al? It's like, yup. And he just gives her like the money. He's like, shouldn't you charge everyone 3,000? It's like, it's my policy to take cash from people if they've got it. It's like, pleasure doing business. And he just plays out like a bunch of photos and goes, here are the victims this time. And you see it's all just dark-haired men. It's like, they're all men. It's like, yep, you heard the rumors, right? And he's like, nope. So I'll give you a rundown for idiot boy's sake then. And Alma's like, what's that? It's like, male corpses keep getting found in alleys all over 8th Ave. Same cause of death each time. This gent's from 2 weeks ago. This one last week. And here's the one from yesterday. All of them were found dead with chunks chewed out of them somewhere or another. Each one went into shock from massive blood loss before they kicked the bucket. Got hit in the neck, arms, well, pretty much everywhere. But their palms were always gnawed through. And almost like, eating someone's palms on purpose sounds tough. He's just like trying to mimic, just like eating his palm. He's like, anyway, these guys had something else in common too, but it's gonna cost you. And you see Tao just popping a smoke and going, weren't you supposed to be taken by my beauty? And he just has like a dazzling light. It's like, oh no! He's like, I got cheeky, I apologize. And he just hands it over. It's like, here, please take it. And you have, all of them were bad dudes. One was booked for sexual assault, another one for assault and extortion. All of them were doing heinous stuff to women in one way or another. It's like, MAGA kill people to eat, but the way this perp would stop at one or two bites is just too deliberate. It also feels like these guys were chosen on purpose. It's either the same guy as back at Myoto Shrine or someone similar. They're killing at a rate of about once per week, so you might be in for the long haul, you know. And almost like, man, we gotta wait for that money grubber's info again? And Tao's like, let's check around and head home. It's like, yes, ma'am. And you see the hooded, I assume, girls like standing at a street corner watching people passing by. And you see her just kind of like smacking her head as you have a ton. And she's like looking all nervous and shaky. And you see Alma dropping by going, your head hurting? And she's like, eek! She's like, whoa! It's like, the heck, you scared the crap out of me. Are you okay all woozy like that? He's like, keep back. He's like, what? He's like, stay away from me. If you don't, I'll... And you see as she's pushing him away, he's like, you? He's like, huh? It's like, I said, hey. Oh my god. You see Alan's grabbing her with one hand, he's like cups her back with the other. It's like, I said, hey. And you see her just all blushing as Leah's looking at him. It's like, you're pretty weird, you know that? And she's like, no. It's like, youch, what the hell is your deal? And she just shoves him away. And he's like, oh, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I'm perfectly fine, so please. He's like, you're lying. It's like, huh? It's like, when a girl says she's fine, she's really not. It's like, at least that's what Yaya told me. It's like, follow me, I'll take you somewhere great. And you see her, whoa. And you see that she's wearing like this little school uniform under the hoodie. It's like, I was just feeling a little hungry anyways. He just takes her to like this giant feast. It's like, you're all woozy from hunger, right? This place is great. I could eat here every day. Never a lot of customers. Real hidden gem. So go ahead, help yourself. And he just gives her like a plate of fried rice. And she's like, thanks. Like, here I go. And he's like, well, good, isn't it? And she's like, uh-huh. And she's just like looking like she's about to throw up. And he's like, huh? It's like, are you allergic to something in there? Don't force yourself. I'll eat the rest and you work on something else. And you see her just trying to force the food down. He's like, it's delicious. It's the most delicious food that I've ever eaten. And he's like, oh. And he's like, is she not lying? Like, how? He's like, anyway, wipe up. Here's some tissue. It's like, thank you. And he remembers back to Taos telling him, you need to ask the shady ones for their names. It's like, my name's Alma. What's yours? And he's like, Kanata. He's like, Kanata, you're a weird one. You know that? It's like, seriously, don't force yourself, okay? He's like, uh-huh. It's like, thank you for the meal. It was really delicious. And she's like, again, trying like not to throw up. He's like, no prob. Alrighty, have a safe trip home. And she's like, oh, yeah. And as he's walking away, she grabs the back of his jacket. Oh, that's so adorable. It's like, hey, I want to have dinner with you again. If that's okay. Is it? And he's like, yeah, why not? He's like, really? He's like, sure. He's like, okay, then tomorrow. I'll be waiting here at the same time. She's going to go throw up all the food, isn't she? It's like, okie dokie, see you tomorrow. It's like, yeah. And you see her rushing away into the alleyway. And she does indeed yarf. So I'm assuming she's subconsciously or unconsciously like, driven to eat whatever the... Like, she's obviously going to be the attacker, I feel like. But it feels like she's subconsciously, like, has to eat. Like, I feel like it's not something she's, like, actively seeking him out, but she might just be, like, intuitively doing it, if that makes sense. But see her meeting up with them for more dinner. She's trying to, like, force... Like, she's obviously trying to force herself to eat normal food and, like, find that satiating, but it's obviously not. But you see her just kind of like building up a thing. It's like every time they keep having dinner. And you have an, okay, see you later, Alma. And he's like, I'll walk you home. It's like, huh? It's like, you're supposed to walk a girl home. That's what Yaya told me. He's like, oh, I see. It's like, then I guess if you wouldn't mind. It's like, all good. He's like, what do you do, Alma? He's like, me? It's like, well, you see, I'm a troubleshooter, Gokurakugai. I work at that place on the tissue pack I gave you yesterday. It's like, huh? So that's your job, Alma? We're the same age, but you're already working? Wow, so cool. It's like, wow, I'm cool? It's like, yeah, really cool. You're so great. It's like, if you ever run into trouble, I'll solve it for you. He's like, hey, you know what else? Behind the scenes, I also take down bad guys. She's like, bad guys? It's like, what about you, Kanata? You go to school? It's like, come to think of it, should you even be out this late? And she's like, oh, yeah, I just kind of hate being at home. I'm always alone at home in school. And I get even lonelier at night, so I go out. I never end up talking to anyone, though. He's like, let's go have dinner again. She's like, huh? It's like, you can even come hang out at the office. Don't worry, Miss Tao is nice. Oh, want to hit up an arcade? I suck at the crane game. And she's just like, you suck at it? It's like, darn thing sucked 2,000 yen right out of my pockets. It's like, what did you want so badly? He's like, the cat from Shijimi-san, Michelangelo. It's like, huh? It's like, I like Miche too. And she pulls a little keychain clip thing with it. It's like, look. It's like, oh, snap, serious? Man, Miche's so cute. It's like, his grumpy little face is the best, right? It's like, finally someone to talk to about this. I like the program we watched before too. I haven't been able to catch it as of late. And he's like, you should stick to smiling. He just gets all up in her face and she starts blushing again. It's like, a girl's best makeup is her smile. According to Yaya, that is. And she's like, thank you? And you see her throb in the... Like, she seems like she's having a headache. She's kind of like fiddling with her hands again. He's like, I'm right up here, so I can manage the rest of the way. Sorry for putting you out. He's like, oh, yeah? It's like, okay, well, give me a call anytime. I'm a troubleshooter after all. And she's like, yep. And you see her throwing up and coughing again as she's in the bathroom. Ugh. And you see the shady-looking guy coming in. She's like, oh, it's not safe for a girl to be here all alone this late. And she's like, sorry, let me through. It's like, you're basically asking for someone to assault you. She's like, please. It's like, which means you are asking for it, right? She's like, stop, please stay back. I don't want to eat any. Oh, that's why the fucking palms are always the ones that are bitten first. And he clasps a hand over her mouth to silence her. And as he's like trying to unbuckle his pants, like, ow, that. He's like, hurt, what the hell are you doing, brat? And he sees like a big chomp in his palm. He's like, huh? He's like, this isn't a damn show. Hurry and call an ambulance. He's like, we call one, just calm down. He's like, that girl, she was like a monster. She bit through my hand. It's like, she's not human. It's like, you sure that's not the sauce talking, pal? It's like, she really was a friggin' monster. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And she's like running away. Oh, man. All right. So, again, very, very good chapter. Like I said, the series does a really, really good job of characterization. And I was pretty on the point with the theory. So, yeah, it looks like this is something she doesn't really have control over. Like, it's more like, what's the word? I don't want to say an addiction is the right word, but like she's compelled to kind of do it. Like I kind of theorized when I was going through the chapter, it does look like, she's trying to force herself to eat, human food, eat actual food, like not people, so that she can kind of try to force the hunger to be at bay. And it looks like, the cravings are kind of slowly taking over. So I wonder if, because again, like we're gonna have the whole thing like Alma finding out a thing, but I do wonder if they're gonna be able to find a way to like help her seal her powers or figure out what's causing it, like be able to seal it the same way Alma is, like find a way to control it. Because I do like the relationship between her and Alma, where Alma's kind of like nice to her and it's like outgoing and gregarious, and just kind of like introverted and shy and all that. So I like the contrast in their personalities, the way the relationship has been built up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more. I really like her character. Again, it was like a nice touch of like, show don't tell, like the guy clasping the hand over her mouth, and you see like that's why the bites are always taken out of the palm, and then like you see how come the victims are always the ones that have like crimes like sexual assault and all that. So yeah, really, really good chapter. Looking forward to more. I really like her, so I hope she's not going to have a bad ending, but we shall see. But with this, we're officially caught up with Gokurakugai. New chapter's coming out in a couple of weeks. It's coming out on April 3rd, so looking forward to that. That should be really fun. But yeah, the series is monthly, so it's gonna be painful for waiting a monthly to read the series. But yeah, it's really, really good. Really enjoy it. Glad I'm added it to the roster. Looking forward to more. So like I mentioned, a lot of videos have dropped today, caught up with the Kane, Kaiju, Spy Family, a bunch of other stuff. Expect the Yona read through sometime later today as well. Might try to tackle monsters if I feel up to, but we shall see. But yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, if you haven't already, please consider commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff, because it really does help me out a lot. And it also shows YouTube, these videos are worth promoting. And until next time, this is Ash. I will talk to you all later.